So is school still a thing in 2026? And as we have seen in the news that AI is taking over the world and the kids nowadays they don't want to go to school anymore. They want to build their own things, they want to do freelancing, they want to start their own business, they want to become an influencer, they want to become a YouTuber. There's still people who's going to school, but is school still a thing? Yes, it is still a thing. But today I'm going to tell you the things, 10 things that school won't teach you. Hi everyone, my name is Sherry. I'm a startup founder, a self-taught programmers, and content creators, and I'm currently working on AI startups. Here's my opinions and experience, and I'm going to share with you about my opinions of what kind of things that school still don't teach you, even though it's the age of AI nowadays. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and let's get into it. And the first thing that I observed that they won't teach you is how to market yourself. In this age of AI and in 2026, it's very important to know how to market yourself. We've got Instagram, we've got LinkedIn, we've got YouTube, we've got a lot of social channels, but then they still won't teach you how to promote yourself on the internet, how to sell yourself, how to sell your product, how to sell your idea, how to sell your vision. All they want to it is to keep you in a circle and blend in with everyone, doing the same thing, get good grades, be a good student. And the thing is, if you don't sell your visions, it's just gonna be a waste. Or maybe you potentially have the idea and vision to create the next SpaceX, but school will just try to smash it, unfortunately. So marketing isn't just what they taught you about, like ads and SEO and theoretical terms that you learn in university, but it's also about storytelling, personal brand, how to sell yourself. And the second point is school, as we know, school is mostly just teach you how to be an employee, how to be employable, how to find a job for your resume. Because you can see there's a lot of workshops and trying to help you to polish your resume, but they've never ever teach you how to build a business, or even just like a small business for yourself, for your family, freelancing or selling your merch online. Because business is risky, it's messy, and then it's not things that the schools want you to teach you because it's bad, it's not good for your mental health, and then it's not in the system. Even if you have started your business and then you were trying to market it, but when you go into the textbook, all you learn is just some of the outdated old school marketing terms, but there's no syllabus about social media, there's no syllabus about storytelling, as I mentioned before, and there's no syllabus about how to find funding for your business. So if you don't know all the things, and if you couldn't even find product market fit for your business, you eventually gonna fail. And the third point is they don't teach you how to network with people. Just imagine a scenario like it happens to me when I was in university, and I was reserved and I was shy. And when I go to a networking event, I always don't know what to talk. I always don't know how to approach people because I'm naive, and then I've never learned that in school before, or maybe just because of my personality. But I've never learned that in school, how to connect, how to network with people. Yeah, school has like group projects, but then if you have joined some of the group project before, people went missing, they just disappear, they don't do a lot of work, and you are just the one who is doing work. But the real networking in real life is actually, first, how to find mentors, the second, how to find funding for your business, and then the third, how to find customers, and the fourth, how to find people to collab with your business. But they don't teach you those things in school. And the next point is they don't teach you how to learn fast and be able to self-learning things. I mean, obviously, if they're gonna teach you that, they're gonna go out of business. There's no school anymore if you know how to teach yourself. So that's why they don't teach you. But it's very important to be able to learn things yourself in this age of AI, 2026. Everything is running so fast that you need to keep up with everything every day. Most people, even my parents, told me, hey, people mostly stop learning after 18 years old, or even high school, or even university, and then it's very difficult for them to come back to learn something after graduated for 5 6 years. Why did they say that to me? So because that's what the school has taught them before, that you stop learning after university or high school. That's just funny. And the fifth point is they don't teach you how to negotiate things. In real life, if you wanted to be successful or even being employed with a company, you need to learn how to negotiate your salary. You need to learn how to negotiate your work conditions, your salary mostly. And in business, you need to learn how to negotiate your partnership, how to negotiate contracts, make it a win-win situations. I don't think they ever teach you about how you need to be in a win-win situations. This is very important in real life, but they never taught you that. In school, they rarely teach you how to resolve or how to negotiate because you are being put in the system and then everything is so perfect for you. There is no imperfect situations for you to be able to negotiate or even to argue about. So that's one thing the school won't teach you, and it's very, very important in real life. And the next things, even myself has encountered that, is that they don't teach you how to learn how to read a contract or the laws and regulations. For example, I'm running a startup and then I need to understand the legal things for partnership, for investors, how to write an NDA, and then should I sign an NDA for some startups? I don't think you've ever heard of that in school. And this happening in real life. All the legal documentation is very important and it's very expensive to hire a lawyer. But if school has taught me how to read laws documentation, at least the basic or fundamentals of company business laws, that I don't really have to spend 4 years in law school just to be able to understand those things, that would be great for me. I would appreciate if schools taught me a bit about law because that would be helpful for my startup. And also being able to, and also if I got into some worse situation with some people and I can understand the laws and how to fight for myself. As we know, ChatGPT and AI and everything, so many things coming up in one day. And one thing in school that happened in school is that they will give you a system. They will give you the textbook, they will give you everything that you're ready to study. And in real life, it's not the case. In real life, you need to be able to keep up with the trend, you need to be resourceful. In school, they encourage you to memorize. And in real life, memorizations is important, but it's all about how to tackle and handle situations, how to hack, how to tackle the situations and move faster forward instead of trying to memorize accounting terms and trying to memorize this and that, but they don't teach you how to tackle any situations in real life. For example, being able to know how to use AI tools to automate your workflow. But in school, they will teach you how to build something from scratch with Python, but they don't teach you how you can just use like AI to build that straight away. And also another thing would be you can learn from no-code platforms and how to spot an emerging market before others do. That's resourcefulness, but they don't teach you. I've seen so many people asking for jobs, applying for jobs that they couldn't get a job. They're trying to polish the resume, and the resume is not perfect, even though it's already perfect, but they still can't get a job. But school won't teach you how to monetize your skill. That you don't even need a job. You just need to learn how to monetize your skills, how to do freelancing, how to do side project, how to start a small business, even just selling like a small digital products, or maybe offering AI services, coaching for students, anything that you don't really need to apply for jobs. But school won't teach you those skills. They will only teach you how to find a job, how to become a PhD, how to keep studying, but never really try to earn money from it. What I've learned as well when I was young, and I thought studying would get me far ahead, but eventually no, you still need to get back into real life. I was thinking of doing a master degree because I couldn't find a job for my bachelor degree, but eventually I didn't. I was forced to get out into the real life, and eventually I learned so many things that school don't really teach you. For example, all the things that I mentioned. If I don't know how to monetize my skills since early age, I probably even wouldn't find a job anymore. As we know, school teach us about theories in textbooks like mathematics, science, chemistry, biology, but they rarely teach you some of the useful AI tools that you can use. For example, you can learn how to, as I mentioned before, automate your daily life task, your workflow, how to write simple code to automate to write code and design faster, what kind of tools that you can use to analyze data instantly, how to generate a complete business ideas. They don't teach you how to use AI to do all these skills. They will teach you should do that from the ground up by yourself. And lastly, I would say it's the most important thing, especially the age of AI. I've mentioned this many times. Cybercrime is the real thing. Being able to know how to protect yourself from hackers is very important in the digital age. We have seen a lot of people getting scammed. We've seen a lot of people losing their money because of some hackers. School won't teach you how to protect yourself, which they should for your own safetyness online. So they don't teach you about this. Even though you are trying to learn cybersecurity, they will just teach you how to become a cybersecurity, but they don't teach you how to protect yourself from those scammers and online hackers, which I think it's a must syllabus to add it to schools nowadays. But yeah, so those are the things that I think school won't really teach you at this stage. Maybe in the future, I don't know. The question is, should you go to school? Yes, you should. For university, it depends. If it depends on what you need, depends on your life goal. You don't really have to go, but if you don't want to, if you don't find any purpose of that, but if you have some things to do, you have a life purpose, you have a business to build, you have something that's more important than going to school, trying to learn, you can always come back to university later, or maybe or enroll in online courses. So high schools is a must, but I think they should change some of the syllabus they are doing right now to improve it. But anyway, if you have any questions, just comment down below. I will do my best to answer it. Follow my Instagram if you haven't. Yeah, so I will see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.